London, at the end of the 19th century. The disappearance of a world-famous detective leaves the city at the mercy of criminals, eager to take deadly vengeance on those who wronged them. There is a vacuum to be filled, so that is where I come in. I am here to solve any mystery the city throws at me, no matter how tough. Each case has a myriad of seemingly unrelated pieces. A harpoon, a wannabe burglar, a ship lost at sea. Only I can find the one truth to solve this elaborate puzzle. These are the Diamond Chronicles.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they are still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson.
Pretty sure that's
and
illegal.
Really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
Yes.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his...
Ah, yes, a bunch of
Yes.
kids with bikes.
Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives.
And they only take
Those
a
children
shilling.
are everywhere.
Yes.
They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Man, you got enough Z fighting on that window there?
Don't worry. That's just how it always looks in London.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs,
It's
please?
because London isn't used to sun, so when it does
Yeah.
get it, it
Mr.
just
Holmes?
freaks out.
Wiggins,
Yeah,
I need
fair
you to
enough.
track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Sorry to
Thank
trouble
you,
you, Mr.
Wiggins.
Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Well, okay. I guess that's where we're going then.
Where are we going? Scotland Yard?
That's where he wants us to be. Oh, I say us. I'm not coming with you.
Yeah, just stay here and continue. Open deduction. What other deductions can I do? No gardener, obviously. There was never a gardener. It just looks like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, he was just really into gardening. And totally.
Yeah.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
Are you?
As always. What happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Oh,
Interesting.
Okay.
Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Wow, what?
Do
What?
you
This
have-
really is Victorian England.
course.
Imagine
It's in the
writing a
evidence.
letter.
At your
I know,
disposal.
right?
Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a
No,
step ahead.
Lestrade.
Breathtaking.
No, you're breathtaking.
I'm gonna let you stew in that.
I was talking to Lestrade, not you.
Uh-huh.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Ah, shoes. We better
They're
take
my
those.
shoes.
His old boots. They're a size 9 and
Those
a
are
half.
larger.
The stains are fresh. They can be removed.
And
Pen.
Okay.
Nothing unusual about it.
I smell a minigame in our future.
yes. Nope, he's in there. There you are.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
And by interrogation, I'm just gonna
Allow me
give
to
him a few
introduce
punches.
myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Okay,
I would
Dan
like to ask
Diamond,
you a
the
few questions.
most okay
already
detective
told the
to
police
ever
that
grace
Mickey said.
this
And
region.
you're not even
Yes.
part of the police.
Yes.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
No, we shall
shall
see. Yes, indeed.
Yes. All we need to do is look at you, and then we'll instantly
He
know.
has ears. Okay, he also
Ears
has.
confirmed. He has a hat on.
And a hat.
Ah, he's got.
With a crested,
crested
tit.
tit.
Interesting. Oh.
Ah, I
And-
wonder if this is related to.
Yes, to the woman. Interesting.
Perhaps
interesting.
this is the gardener who doesn't exist.
Plant remains. Yes.
Hmm.
And go to his. Ooh. Interesting. There's dirt in his nails. So he seems
I mean,
to
that's
be
just
a
standard for Victorian
gardener.
England, isn't it?
I know exactly.
That's
who
all
you
for now.
are.
Oh, okay.
Well, now I know.
What do you mean we can't pair this?
No, I know who he is. You fool.
But he's clearly the gardener.
He's the guy. Everyone knows that he's the guy.
I guess we could compare the shoes with the thing. Maybe we need that to go on.
Yes. What's he trying to hide, indeed? Yeah.
Well,
Okay, back to the crime scene.
yes.
Oh, if only I knew who was a real killer. Could it be this guy, or could it be yet another person that we do not know yet?
Perhaps. Perhaps. It does make sense that the gardener would have footprints in the
These
garden.
boots match the footprints exactly.
Ah,
Hmm.
he was in the garden at the time of the murder, or probably earlier.
Because he's the gardener, and that's... Okay, so that's what we needed.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. I don't even know what this game. Should we talk to
Yes,
her
Jude.
about it?
Yes, Judith Carey.
Come on, Judith.
Well, Judith, aren't you gonna say something about this?
Oh, she's still sitting in the same place.
I mean, she doesn't really have a lot to do. Oh, was Peter a smoker?
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I mean,
I'm
it
not
has,
sure. It might be, but he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
it has his abbreviations on it.
Peter's private
Your
papers.
husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there.
No, you mean the
Should be
very
somewhere
same
in
box
his
that we
cabin.
cannot find anymore. Interesting,
Yes, it
interesting,
sure is gone.
interesting.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Yep, she looks completely honest.
Yeah, this is L.A. Noir X.
Can you please?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He
Yes.
was in such a terrible temper.
Okay.
Usually whenever that
Okay,
happened,
you're just
he'd stay
repeating
all night
something.
drinking in his cabin
didn't.
before passing out.
Yes, we don't need to know this information again.
Was your
Oh no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends.
Okay, so all we got from
Lived
mentioning
quite an
Peter Huntley
isolated
to
life
her
here.
was a
After his
really
retirement.
obvious fake denial and no more
Thank you,
info.
madam.
Who could do such a thing?
You know exactly who could have done it. You were. You're a superhuman.
Yeah, she totally could just throw a harpoon and skewer the man.
Okay, back to Scotland Yard to pin him to the scene of the crime.
Ah, yes. I don't suppose we have any further deductions we can make.
No, we do not. Very religious Christian Catholic. Can you believe these people believing that there is a God?
Yeah, imagine believing that someone somewhere actually has a plan.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why conspiracy theorists do it. They like to pretend somebody somewhere is actually competent.
Instead of everything just happening because everyone's just making it up as they go.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Yeah, I already know who you're gonna be.
He's the cook.
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Yeah, why didn't we just ask
Woodman's
this
Lee?
last time?
I've never been there.
Ha!
Okay, Lestrade found you at Woodman's Lee.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the
And
footprints
you
found
and
in
no
the
one else
cabin
in
where
the
Peter Carey was
city of
murdered.
London could possibly have the same.
You know, it sure is convenient that those were the second
many
pair
men
of
have
boots, because
boots
if he
like
were still
mine.
wearing those boots,
That
then
doesn't make me
we
a
wouldn't be able
murderer.
to check.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee
Okay,
has
it hasn't
proven,
been though. He's right.
would you
Like,
care to explain?
that's a
Well-
common shoe
I
size.
don't remember.
What?
What would I be doing there anyway?
Oh,
Gardener.
haha, gardener.
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
Wow, he's
I
not good at
observed
denying
your
things.
hands. They
Yes.
told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants.
No, I'm not the
snags, and
gardener. Anyway,
trousers
how'd you figure it out?
indicate that you were mowing
I'm not the
very
gardener.
recently.
You gotta believe me.
But
How
the
did you
most
know,
obvious clue
anyways?
presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief.
A
crested
cresty tit, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, the very same
Alright,
thing.
alright, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
Okay, that's a perfectly legitimate reason. Why didn't he just say
Nope.
that ahead of time?
Ah,
These are the suspects belonging.
that's right. Because
Yes,
I
the
just
numbers,
These are
Mason.
connected.
yes, they are connected. Let me
Of course they're connected.
CPR. Where is CPR?
Now
They
we
have.
have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Ah, this almost certainly has something to do with that dialogue we heard earlier about a list of bonds, which obviously we're not allowed to make the connection now. But yeah. Oh man, the neurons, they're connecting.
Yes. Oh, yeah. He's. It was him the whole time. To carry a known smoker. Haha. Oh.
Don't see
Aha.
what these would possibly have
Yeah,
to
I
do
know.
with
I know.
missing
it just-
papers and break-in attempts, maybe. Because, like, maybe they're trying to steal the papers, but probably not.
Well, let's just see. Oh,
Ah,
there's
okay.
another one. Interesting.
I see. Where to recover? Oh, it gives us more options. Yeah, that actually. Well, yeah, because it clearly doesn't. Well, I mean, we already know Nelligan's innocent because he just doesn't match physically.
Yes. We'll solve this one day.
Yeah.
But that day is not now. Now let's see. What else must I do? What is he trying to hide? I mean, he already tried. Oh, wait. Duh. Obviously, I should talk to Nelligan and tell him about what I've just learned.
Please escort
yes.
this suspect for interrogation.
I like how I say it. Like,
Yeah.
he's gonna be
It's very
in
neat.
big trouble. I know why
Tell
you
me,
did the
Mr. Nelligan,
break-in.
what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
Ha! Wrong.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
I don't know why that ring's owner option keeps getting presented, because we already know about the ring.
Yeah, so...
That's all for now. Well, I will see you...
I will see you soon, young man. Young man. Oh, wait. He's a non-smoker. We can connect that
To him being a non-smoker.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to my,
I need to prepare a chemical agent.
Oh
capable of
boy, it's the
removing
chemical
fresh
mixing
ink.
mini game time.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added.
Man,
after
who
the
wrote these
orange
instructions? Seriously. Yeah, I remember looking in, my chemistry textbook and finding, some information on how to
First
mix the
condition,
reagent we needed
second condition,
to test
orange
something.
reagent,
And it
third
was like,
condition,
oh, make sure you add this
colorless-
chemical before this chemical, but as the third chemical after this chemical. Alright, so what? We got
let's start with this.
blues, something. So the orange has to be the third reagent after blue, right?
Yeah, but...
And then colorless has to come after orange.
Now, does that mean...
Well, we could try like blue.
Yeah, blue, green... Oh no, blue, green, blue. Wait, oops. Put that back.
You're already
Okay,
holding. Okay. So you're thinking blue, green, blue, orange.
Yeah, so I put that in.
But then the second blue, you won't be able to... Oh, but yeah, okay, I get it. 'cause
Yeah,
the
yeah,
orange has-
now you see what
yeah.
I'm going with here.
I see what you're going for here.
No! Okay,
What, does
I'll
it
do
just
it again.
immediately kick you out if you get it wrong?
No, I accidentally pressed the reset
I
button.
see.
So
Okay,
blue-
blue, green, blue,
Then
orange, colorless, orange, colorless.
Yeah, orange, colorless, yeah. Okay. And then this would be the third one after. The first one. And then I have to use a colorless after that. And now, the second... Now, this is the third one after the second blue, so I use this.
I just find it impressive how you're adding all this stuff to the beaker and it doesn't seem to be changing the volume all that much.
And finally, the last one. I use this one. See, I am a regular chemist now.
Done.
I don't
Now I
think
can
that's
proceed.
how it works.
I'm positive that's how it works.
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
Oh, wow, that was easy. I like how you can clearly see the, squares.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to...
We got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Ah, so the box is buried somewhere. Hidden. Probably in the garden. Maybe, I don't remember.
Now we're gonna see just exactly who this Hartley is and what purpose he has.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. So tell me, Mr. Hartley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
Haha. The well-kept garden, you are hiding that from all of us.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Yes.
Well, you're a smart one.
Of course I am. I'm Dan Sherlock
You ought to know
Holmes.
I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hartley.
Why would you hide gardening tools?
Because someone might
That's all
steal
for
them.
now.
They're really
Hartley's
good.
stories
Plus, the
are
gardening
false
tools are
leads,
perfectly
but now
visible.
I know one thing for
We-
certain. I
we
must
already know
examine
where
the
they're
site
kept. They're
where
just
the
on the
garden
table.
Tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
They're right next to the wife.
But now we have to check. Oh, we're gonna check and we're gonna check them good. Oh, Bismuth, we're gonna be so vindicated in the end when I find out that the real murderer was the friends we made along the way. First, let's see, do you have anything to say? Oh, you do have something to say. Interesting.
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Yes.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Thank you. You have been most helpful.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, now I can finally open this door and see that there is a
Let's see
scythe.
what could be hidden here.
Gardening tools. Who would have
First-
thunk it?
Ha! A light. Oh,
Oh, there was something on the ground.
wooden planks.
It's underneath the floorboards.
Fitting plank. Interesting.
That's what the telltale heart tells me.
There it is. We found the wooden box.
It's the telltale stalks.
And it is just a bunch
Let's
of
see what is in
garden.
this box.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, who decided this would be a good lock for your stock box? Well, I guess you gotta have your minigame somehow. Okay, so like, does the orange one line up? Maybe if you rotate it more? I don't know. Is it just that line? Oh, there we go. Okay. I get it now. I get it now. That green one, though. Fun fact, this is actually how locks work in real life.
Yes, that is. But it only works if you can see inside, which I can.
Yes.
The bunch of
Conveniently.
letters.
Bundle
Oh.
of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hartley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship.
Wow,
That is
that's so
interesting.
surprising. The gardener, who she really didn't want to tell us about, was actually in a relationship with her.
Yes,
While she
and
really
she was.
didn't like her husband,
Yes.
and she wanted
How
to keep it
could
secret from us
you?
because she's very Catholic.
Yes. You.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hartley.
And also.
What are you talking about?
Outline in the dust.
Yeah,
Mrs.
that'll do it.
Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
Why did he do that?
so
I
you
Why
didn't
would
find
he?
know. I
them?
wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna straight up
You
admit that he
believe
did
that
it.
he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Thank you. Very helpful internal monologue, except it's external because you just said it out loud. Makes sense. What do we have here?
Oh.
I don't think it was jealousy that did it.
Yes. And the fact that he worked there as a gardener, no.
Also, why was like saying, "Oh, they're, you know, they didn't have enough of a motive to kill"? How is that leading to the evidence that whatever?
What?
I think I just forgot like which one you picked. Okay, so for harmless flirting, you picked the one. Yeah. Oh, it was just harmless flirting, and for some reason that leads to that like unlocks the option to say he's guilty because clearly there's a motive.
Well, no. If
But no,
no, see,
Well,
then it doesn't
no.
really connect.
oh, okay. I think I'm just misremembering how this game works.
Yeah, see, then you could.
I thought
you
that
could
depending on which one you picked, it changed like the route or something.
No, it just shows that. Yes, because these are not compatible.
Yeah. Okay. I
It's
was just
harmless flirting,
misremembering how
so
this
I
game
mean, he
works.
wouldn't kill over it. Plus, I don't think he can. He's a weak
He's
boy.
He's pretty strong. No, you're thinking of the other guy who's weak.
Nah,
This guy's
he's also a
gardener.
bit weak. He's also weak. Not strong enough.
He's not strong like moose.
And also, why would he use a
Yeah, that's true. He's got a perfectly good size.
yeah.
Yeah, that's probably unrelated.
And also, the non-smoker thing is sticking out. He had that pouch
Mr.
out.
Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see. This man is a harpooner, and his initials are
Yes.
PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
See?
Wiggins, could you
Hmm.
gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
Sometime later.
Sometime later.
Yes, you
Found
see.
Patrick Cairns.
That
was
was
fast.
Good job, Wiggins.
that
Where
was
is
not
he?
Carrie's.
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent.
Nice.
Here is your reward.
2 guineas, Jesus.
Thank you,
That's
sir.
a lot.
No wonder they're so willing to work for you. If you give them that much.
Boom.
This does explain it. It wasn't Peter Carey, it was Patrick Cairns.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
Ah, yes. Put on a sailor outfit. Not like a Victorian sailor outfit. Put on like you know, like one of those Japanese sailor uniforms.
Yes, that's what Sailor Moon.
There's no lock on that hat. Maybe you can wear that hat with the sailor outfit?
Now
Hmm.
I can approach Cairns
I
and
see, I
if he
see.
recognizes the pouch.
It's not a deer stalker, but it'll work.
I mean, it's as good as we're gonna get.
Yeah. All right, let's arm wrestle him.
Yes, he'll know immediately that I'm just like him. I even have
Yes.
a hat.
Yes.
There you are. There you are. Hello, sir.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
I'll start at 20. Push this thing up.
Oh man, that background music though. Impressive that you can just go up against a sailor. I don't see how, like...
Oh.
Remember, before I can give you any information, you must first beat me at arm wrestling. Why? Because we need to pad this game with content. Ah, okay. Thank you for the tip.
Get him. Get him.
This is a really long arm wrestling match. I have no idea what these facial... Like, okay, so he's got a strained facial expression, a less strained facial expression, and... angry, I guess? I don't know.
And look at that, I won.
Wow, amazing! Wait,
You were
the strength was
lucky.
on the table.
I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
Yeah, no. Has a gold earring.
Yes, yes.
Cheap clothes.
Wow, the sailor is cheap
Strong
clothes.
hands.
Yeah, I feel like we didn't need to look at his arms for that. We just
Yellow nails. Interesting. Sailor's tattoo. I know exactly who he is now.
He is a banker.
Yeah, I've had...
Come back later when you can use your arms again.
Oh, I think I have to do it again.
Oh dear.
I'm ready to...
Fine.
Wait, what do you mean take all your money? You already beat him once. I don't see why they're making us do it twice.
I don't know
Well,
either.
good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you.
I'd like
Wait,
to
why
buy you
didn't
a
he give
drink.
us the 10 shillings from last time?
Winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink.
Yes, buy a sailor a drink and they'll talk your ear off.
You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
No
Why
job,
do you
eh?
say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
Ah, hold on. Before it appears that a stray dog wandered into the bar.
Oh dear, that's a sanitary problem.
A stray dog. Oh, it looks
Control the
very
health
friendly.
department.
So I will pet the dog. I can't look at that stray dog right now, but know that it is right next to
Yes.
me.
Of
A
course.
harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black
Wow,
Peter.
Black
You
Peter?
say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar and violent too. Swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
I heard. Yeah, apparently he was quite a fiend, Black Peter.
Yes.
Tell
Let's
me,
bribe this
and let's
person
have
with more
another
alcohol.
drink.
Yes.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she had foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
Who was he? Though
Yes,
I
it's
think I
very
have an
important
idea
to
on
have
who
this
that
single
was.
dialogue option
I don't
instead
know.
of just continuing
During
the
crossing,
conversation.
He and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
And I
That's strange
believe who
enough.
it is. Are you picking up what I'm
He was
putting
a
down?
stranger.
Yes, it was
that
obviously
He disappeared.
the postman.
Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
Everything's put.
You know what happened, don't you?
Oh no, it's the thing that we already knew
I
had
saw the
happened.
skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night.
Yes.
2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Yeah, I can trust you.
course.
You bought me a drink.
Yes. You know, I'm looking at the sacred texts, and what he said is in here verbatim.
Hmm. Good.
Norwegian coast on in the dinghy. I guess they were all drowned, and so on and so forth.
Etc.
Back in a
Just plant
second.
the pouch.
I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
Off to the Kazi with you. Oh, we're just gonna return his tobacco pouch.
Here it is.
Wait, isn't he gonna notice that we didn't actually go to the bathroom?
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute.
Wow, it sure is lucky that even though he lost
Oh,
the pouch,
is
he
this
still
your
checked his
tobacco
pocket.
pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition
Ah,
to
Captain
Cape Cod.
Ahab.
Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
I don't know. He's a bit obsessed,
If
if
you
you
like,
ask
aye.
me.
Yes. I suppose
done
he does
here.
need some
It's
good
time to
harpooners,
leave.
though.
Looks like we've all...
Ah, Patrick Cairns' pouch and Patrick Cairns. These clearly aren't connected.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's obviously...
I mean, it not necessarily proves his
I
guilt,
guess
but...
it's not. But, like, come on.
It was found
I mean, yeah...
Have
he's-
all the
he
clues been
totally
found?
did it.
Oh, yes. They
Oh, okay,
they
I guess we
have.
just have to form a conclusion now. I don't know, I feel like he kind of had it coming. And he didn't even take the box. Where is... But yeah, he didn't even take the box.
Now, let's just... Now, what if this were true, and this is true, and maybe even this were true? Why then,
Well-
it would point to Nelligan being guilty.
Okay, but Nelligan is clearly not strong enough.
Or we could say that this is true, and that Nelligan was innocent.
I mean, we could.
And that it could be but really we know who
Yes,
is
it's
the
gotta
true
be Hartley.
murderer.
Or, not Hartley. The other guy. But, you know, I mean, he really... The guy had it coming.
Yep. Condemn him.
Oh,
It wasn't
you could have absolved him.
absolved him, yes, because see, it was clearly self-defense. That's why he used
A giant harpoon.
giant
yes.
harpoon,
Well, he did have a
and not
knife.
just didn't knock him out. I mean, or just knock it to the
What,
ground. and
knock
make
him
it-
out with a giant harpoon. A guy's coming at you with a knife. You're gonna use whatever you have available in self-defense.
But guess what? It's still murder.
Yeah, it's still murder, but a guy was kind of a dick. He had it coming.
No, oh yeah, he was. But I mean, shouldn't have killed him.
If you wouldn't mind, Mr.
I
Holmes,
mean,
could you
it's not
explain to
murder
me-
if it's self-defense,
As I
though.
informed you on our way here, Patrick Cairns is the murderer of Black Peter.
And there's a pretty good case
Why
for
bring
it
me
being
here?
self-defense.
Wouldn't it be
It
better if
is.
we were out looking for it?
That would be futile.
Like
As
they're
And besi-
talking, the
and
guy
besi-
pulls a knife, he just uses whatever he has available to defend himself.
Yeah,
your
but
idea of
also
you, though.
remember, he can
No,
go to
not just
trial
on the
and
front
make his case.
Prepare
If I
yourself.
absolve him, he doesn't
this
go
is
to
true.
trial. He just
is
walks
true.
free. No,
The
it's
young
not
man
up to
gave me a
me.
note from Captain Ahab. Am I at the right address?
What do you mean you're not going to replace
Indeed,
the
it is
jury?
right
Isn't that
address.
your whole
In
job?
place of your captain, may I present to you
Just
Inspector
conveniently
Lestrade
brush
of
things under
Scotland
the rug.
Yard?
That means... It means, my friend, that you are arrested for the murder of Black Peter. What? What? A trap? You think you can take me? Here now. We'll have none of that. And I say that we will.
Yeah,
Wow,
I don't
you
know
went
how-
down.
I don't know how Lestrade expected that to go, to be honest.
Punt. Oh,
Uh-huh. And he's got those strong arms, too, so
punch.
that's got a sting.
Poop. Yeah, put him up. Put him up. Oof. Wha- Punch. Punch
Got
him in
him.
the face again. And punch him in the face a second time. And you know what? I'll
thought
do
that was
one
the
more.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
More than once. There was
No,
QuickTime-
I
well,
accidentally
you
pressed
failed the
the-
quick time event. You're just dead now.
That's the end of the Sherlock Holmes story.
Oh, wow. That I thought it was just going to restart the event, but
I thought
It's
you were
almost
good
like
at
you should have had backup.
outwits. Fine.
If that had been the case,
Well,
Okay, so he just got out.
Choose another ending. I'll fight him again, I will.
Yes, this time you know the quick time event's coming.
Yes. Yeah, well, self-defense. Well, guess what? That's up to the jury to decide.
Because as we know, British juries in the Victorian era were extremely fair.
Yeah, but at the same time, he still killed a person. If you
Yeah.
kill a person, you should accept the punishment.
That's only if you actually murdered someone. Self-defense is a legitimate reason.
He murdered someone. He went out of his way. You saw him. You saw that
he went
he
out
is
of his
quite
way
a
to
strong
visit
person.
someone.
He could have just punched the guy, wrestled
that's
the knife out
not
of
how
him.
self-defense works.
Oh
You don't
no,
punch
I'm
someone
being.
coming- You don't punch someone coming at you with a knife.
as I informed you on our way here,
That's just
perhaps
not
the
how it
man
works.
Is the murderer of Black Peter.
why bring
He
me
could
here?
have.
Wouldn't
He
it be
he
better
is
if we
much
were out
stronger.
looking
He
Yeah,
could have done
being
that.
As he will be
Being
with us
strong
in
doesn't
approximately
necessarily
12
mean you have an
seconds.
advantage over someone with a knife.
for? Well, if this is
It's
your
a
idea
knife.
of humour,
And also, how would
No,
you
I just heard
even
the
know?
front
Maybe
door.
he took
Prepare yourself.
the harpoon first.
I don't know.
Exactly. That's why he goes to
Now,
trial.
you know, from Captain Ahab.
In
That. What? Here now. We'll have none of that.
Of course, he probably just
And I
came there
say
in the
that we
first
will.
place to steal those papers, so...
Yes. And yeah, he's a dick, but that doesn't mean that you can just kill whoever you don't like.
No, that's exactly what it means.
Punch.
Punch.
Wha-
And apparently none of this matters since it's just the quick time event that decided
And
everything.
punch.
Oh. Oh, never mind. No quick time event this time.
No, I did. I pressed the Y button this time.
Oh, I see.
Are you
I
all
didn't
right?
see the
Are
thing
you able to
come up.
stand?
Oh, my jaw.
Yeah, I still think Lestrade shouldn't have been
You took me
surprised by that.
surprise, Mr. Holmes. Otherwise, you would have seen what I'm capable of. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't exactly
Yes,
blame
he was
him.
lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got him.
If anything, it's just
It was
Lestrade's fault
remarkably
for
easy.
trying to
He
arrest
lost
someone
his
with no
balance
backup.
after he
Yeah.
struck you.
And you
Yeah,
practiced
remarkably
boxing, I
easy.
know.
Nobody would
Must have
ever
been
have
hard.
failed that.
I felt
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Hmm.
Besides, I am
We
a
should call
professional
for a police
boxer.
cab and then take you to the hospital.
Yes, well,
Of course.
The case is closed.
Case
Except
closed. Yeah, fair enough.
people's. Really?
Yeah, see? Most people agreed with me.
Most people agreed, yeah. So, yeah, he did. He could have at least been arrested for manslaughter.
I mean, look, I understand wanting to arrest him and go through trials. Like, it makes sense. It's just, in Victorian England, it's not like the trials are fair. If it were a fair trial, then yeah, by all means.
Yeah, so we should let everyone. So we should let everyone go free where it could have been self-defense. We don't know.
It was likely.
Maybe he took.
self-defense.
No, he probably took the knife when the guy was like, took a harpoon. He tried to defend himself. How would you know? He was a
I
lying
suppose we
cutthroat.
couldn't know.
Exactly.
But neither would the jury.
Yeah, well then
And it's
that's
better
on
to err on
them.
the side of caution
I'm
when
not
you're
the
about
jury.
to
I'm
kill
just
someone.
Hey, I was brought to solve the murder of. I was brought to solve the murder of
Yes,
Black
because
Peter.
Sherlock Holmes
And that's-
never intentionally let someone go free when he decided.
Oh,
that
yeah,
the
I
court
know,
wouldn't
but-
be good.
But I'm not Sherlock Holmes, am I?
Ah, yes, that is true.
And besides, there are only a few cases where he did that,
This
and
trip to the countryside will be
Yeah,
good
I
for
suppose
you
this
fellows.
wasn't one of them.
yeah.
Hmm.
And besides, in the sacred text, it did not say I did it, so I have to be.
Yeah, that's true. We can't be screwing with the
Fresh
timeline.
air, brisk walks,